Okay, this is an interesting one here. Apparently Ableton has responded to the criticism of the Ableton Move. Many people said, hey, the Ableton Move only has 4 tracks. What gives? And they said, F you, basically. They said, F you. So they actually have a video here. Let's, I guess we can just react to it.
Chord mode.
Flying Lotus. Are they not going to acknowledge that's Flying Lotus right there?
Auto filter, sidechain functionality, warp, performance effects, time signature.
They're not getting acknowledged that's Flying Lotus. I know, guys. I know what you're saying already. Oh, Flying Lotus. I'm getting bingo today. Yeah.
Suggestions and the many, many more we've received and being on that journey with us. The good news is Move is powered by a very modern software core, and we can extend it with features over time. And you can help us shaping that future. For this, we actually have a public wish list on a Discord server. And many people can come there to leave their wishes, upvote other people's wishes.
I'm sure that place is totally not overrun with toxicity or any weird stuff. Absolutely. Okay, I better join this Discord. Okay, why Move only has 4 tracks? This is the only thing I really care about here.
Hi Johannes, is there a chance that we get more than 4 tracks with a firmware upgrade? Does the CPU allow it? Okay, I want to be straightforward about this one. No, we do not intend to add 4 more instruments.
What are they thinking, dude? I feel like, this might make more sense for like something like an NPC. Someone, like people who generally produce like sample-based music, but Ableton, it has people working with all different types of music, electronic, sample-based, etc. Limiting it to 4 tracks doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Tracks to Move. So the way we optimize Move CPU performance wouldn't allow for that. So Move's CPU performance and memory is optimized to give you a really stable, snappy, fluid experience so you can stay in the flow.
I mean, I get what they're saying. They don't want the typical issue of people having a shitload of DAW tracks and, you eventually having to change the buffer size and the latency increasing. They said they want it snappy, so that does make sense, but I don't understand why they couldn't increase it to 6 or 8 tracks at the very least. Especially in 2024, I feel like it would really increase the value of this product.
That was the #1 priority when we made Move. So, you can go wild and play 64 samples, automate all parameters. Move will never drop out on you or won't lag. And also, we want to keep the remaining headroom that we have for more, creative features, connectivity features, so we can...
More creative features, but not more tracks. It's totally insane. I mean, I get what they're saying, kinda, but just the limit to 4 tracks is crazy to me. I don't get it.
Actually extend what Move can do. So we continuously run automated tests on an internal server rack to make sure the new features meet our performance benchmarks. So when we built the first prototypes, we thought about this question whether 4 tracks are enough, a lot. But then we made this...
I feel like they didn't really think about it a lot. They probably gaslit themselves into believe it could work. Yes, you could limit yourself and work with audio a lot in order to make more complex projects work, but it's far from ideal.
Prototypes, and we gave it into the hands of artists and colleagues, and everyone really clicked with it. Like, it was really fun. They were creating a lot of ideas. So we knew we were into something quite special and decided to go ahead with it, knowing that whatever you start in Move, you can always extend it in Live and Push, and that's where you finish your music and put all the details in. So we think like once you dive in, there's actually a lot to explore. I mean, you can have 16 samples just in one track. You can have 4 of them. That means you can play 64 samples at the same time. You can play all of them pitched. You can automate any parameter, change the sample start point.
The ability to play with a decent amount of samples is pretty good. It makes it more comparable to an MPC. So if you plan to work with audio a lot, this is not a bad option. But what makes the Move special is the fact that you can use Ableton devices. It's just a shame that you can't use too many.
So there's a lot to explore and move forward with. And here's actually some amazing examples from the community just making music on 1 track alone.
I feel like this could be a little bit misleading to people. Keep in mind that these are all audio samples, and this is Ableton's idea of an MPC workflow. Yes, they are technically only using 1 of the 4 tracks right now, but these are either audio samples that were already made or audio samples that had to be resampled from Ableton devices beforehand. So you will have to commit to a sound you create or get from another device before working with it like this. This is definitely one of those tracks that sounds like it was made in Ableton. Another thing they address in this video is integrating the Move with the Push 3 standalone, in case you are made of money.
As an owner of Push 3 Standalone, I have a question. How could I integrate Move to my Push 3 Standalone workflow? So there's actually a couple of different ways you can use Move and Push 3 Standalone together. So the first one, it's still in public beta, but Push 3 Standalone now supports the cloud. So on my Move, I have a set that I want to upload to the cloud. Let's just play that back. I press Shift and the pad now can upload to cloud from here. And let's take a look at Note here. So we're going to see this appear in Note in a second.
Okay. Lies. It's longer than a second.
So now I can see that the set appeared on our iOS app Note. But I can also go to Push, go to my set library, go to the new clouds folder that is in the beta. I'm going to open the folder here. And here we go.
I feel like, I'm assuming maybe you can go from Push 3 to Move. It would be a lot cooler to go from Push 3 to Move, though. I guess I can understand wanting to go from the Move to Push 3, though, in case you're making something on the go. I still am not really buying the whole thing that the Push 3 is not mobile. Like, you could take this with you. You just need a slightly larger than normal backpack. I don't know. The Move is only, half the size, but, it's got way less than half the power.
Let's open that up. And let's play it back. So please note, this is still in beta, but it's coming in the Push 2.1.5 release that's coming soon. So the second thing we can do is use Move as a controller for Push. So for this, I need to connect USB-A port on Push to the USB-C port.
I guess that could be useful for live sets. Yeah, I'm not sure what else you would use it for, though.
On Move. And then I need to put Move into Control Live mode. And now it's acting as a controller for Push Standalone. So what I can do, for example, is I put Move into the session mode, and now I can launch scenes from here. And then on Push, I can play the instruments or sequence my ideas. And this is how you can build a small performance setup, whether it's studio or stage.
I kind of wish we had a more intricate demo of that.
Show you is that you can use Link to connect both Move and Push, and then you can sample from Move into Push if you like. Let's see if Link is set up. So it's set to tempo, so it would automatically sync the tempo between the two. I'm now going to start a beat on Push. And now I'm going to bring in another loop for Move over here. And now I can see this is playing back here on my Push. The audio is already coming in.
I feel like this could actually be pretty cool for live performances. It's not really the coolest demo here, but there's probably some cool stuff you can do with it.
So now I'm going to record the audio, and then I can go on and work with that sample. For example, I can slice it out. This is a really fun way to jam with your friends and other musicians.
Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. So, it seems like a great way to jam with your rich friends.